Gang, today I wanted to talk about the WSP9. I think this is going to be the next top tier meta we see in Warzone, especially Rebirth Island once the current meta gets nerfed. I think this gun's top tier. I don't think people give it enough credit. The TTK, the stopping power on this gun is ridiculous, and the amount of flinch as an SMG this gun gives is ridiculous. Looking at the build, we get these compensated flash hider, the Zen, the his short light barrel, DR6 hand stop, 50 round mag with the jack glassless optic. In the firing range, we're going to look at our recoil patterns, different TTKs, mobilities, everything that we may need to do. We want to go ahead and set our targets to 3 plates. First thing we want to do though is we want to figure out what our recoil patterns are like with this gun. It does have heavy sway, so right now I'm not doing anything, not touching the joystick, and it is swaying really heavy. Most SMGs have a lot of sway, this one in particular having more than most. We're gonna wait for it to hit that line and then fire. That's no joystick touch there. What's weird about this gun, your initial recoil pattern goes up and then to the left and back down. It goes negative here, and then it holds itself here for about 5 shots. It goes up and then holds itself in a pretty tight pattern for the rest of the spray. It's kind of weird. It controls itself in a sense. We're going to shoot it to the side here. This is going to be our reference pattern, but watch how this gun pauses mid-spray. You see right here in the middle, I mean, that's a solid 10 shots, maybe even 13. Where we didn't touch the joystick. So to control this pattern, we're obviously going to go down, right, and then left, but a little bit of strafe. If this is our widest point on the left side and on the right side, we know that we can just pull straight down, and if we strafe that distance, that should eliminate most of our horizontal recoil. This is without a strafe. Notice how I'm pulling down and the gun's going down. It really doesn't need to be touched that much. It has, I mean, negative recoil. It's unreal. And when I'm pulling down, it's gradual. It's just this much, but it's still pulling the gun down. Most guns you shoot when you pull down, it balances out. This gun controls itself 2 times in the spray. It's ridiculous. You barely have to touch the joystick. So what does it look like once aim assist comes into play? The laser beam. Could be sufficient on far targets, but probably not something I would use for the farther targets. Mobility wise, this gun is perfect. Has a very fast mobility. Also has a lot of visual recoil. Even though it controls itself here, we don't see a lot of recoil visually. This thing bounces a lot. You can just see it when you spray. And that's with the jack glassless. The reason this is banned in like competitive, like in ranked multiplayer, the jack glassless, is because of how it gets rid of all of that recoil. It's like in the description for it. Here, let's see. We go to the jack glassless. It says the glassless reflex optic offers a projected dot and a state-of-the-art stabilization technology that reduces visual recoil. If we go to something like this right here, let's just go to this Endless, whatever the hell it's called. Look how much visual recoil it's gonna have. I mean, it's bouncing all over the place. It has a laser, which is okay, but it's not like the jack glassless optic where we get it in the firing range and that dot's not moving near as much. It's moving up, but it's not actually bouncing. Looks like the dot's just kind of sitting still, which is a good thing when you have targets like these. Big thing we want to talk about too, every time I do these videos, we talk about rotational aim assist. I have a whole video about aim assist if you are playing on controller. If you are on mouse and keyboard and you're this far into the video, I don't even hit the comments about aim assist. I play so much mouse and keyboard, like I play Tarkov, Counter-Strike, Rust, you name it. Aim assist is the perfect balance to a game where mouse and key and controller are there, like to a T. It is so easy to control recoil with a mouse and keyboard. It's actually like child's play. Use your entire arm rather than just your thumb. So whenever you are on controller, you want to maximize your aim assist. The way we do that is we move left to right, and you'll see that I'm not touching the right joystick, but my crosshair seems to be gravitating towards the enemy. It kind of pulls. Even if I'm this way, you'll see eventually my character starts to rotate around the target, like it's going to do one large circle, like it's grabbing a center mass, almost like if I were to aim at the shotgun and I go this way and then this way, I'm like pulling towards it. That's because I'm naturally looking towards the target. As we cross that plane, it's going to grab onto that target. Obviously out here it's not, grabs it right about here, and we're going to start rotating in towards this corner. If I'm out here and I walk this way, you're going to notice I'm going to pull closer and closer and closer until I hit these corners, because this aim assist is making my player rotate to the side. So when we spray, we want to strafe left to right. And that's really going to maximize getting rid of this shape in the recoil pattern and also giving us aim assist. Gang, that is it for today. Look, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, hit that sub button, crush the like button. I catch you tomorrow for another heater. Let's get a game.